This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. And he sidestepped one man, but reinforcements come to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Watson. He finds his man Johnson. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Watson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
Receivers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. Hitting Juju on the slant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. Now they set up a screen for McFarland. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Good catch by Deontay Johnson, and he really helped fill a void during his rookie season when he had 59 catches that led the team, and he was 1st among all rookie receivers last season as well. Not bad for the 10th wide receiver selected in the 2019 draft. Really good play. Expects to continue to get better in this Pittsburgh offense. Nice play there to force the incompletion into. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Ben to throw again. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 27-yard line.
At the 27-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with James Conner. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Tackle made at the 24-yard line.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down. And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 38, Watson. And it's incomplete.
Watson's pass thrown away and incomplete. It's 3rd down and 7 yards to go.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. From the gun, here's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. He'll air it out deep. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A full 40 yards that time on 3rd down as the chains move with a lot of room to spare. They'll run on first down. It's Johnson. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
A gain of 2.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Watson, he fakes to Johnson and now looks to throw. Flush to his right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Well, he went on the move there and started rolling out. I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly. Intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the run, here's Anthony McFarland. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
46-yard line.
There's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 37-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Looking deep here for Ebron. And this will be caught by his big tight end, Ebron, for a Steeler touchdown. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Ben Roethlisberger. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And he'll bang that one through.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it, so a little bit of a turnover. You went right back though and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
You got to do what you got to do.
A little worried about your hands, though.
Yeah.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 23. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
It's a pickup of 6.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run for him with counter. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Here we go.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Texans nothing.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. 3 first-half touchdown passes now for Ben Roethlisberger. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time when they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A first down there on a pickup of 25. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10. All the way down at the 21-yard line. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Cameron Hayward on the tackle.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Tyree Cleveland. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans cut into that lead. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 29, Roethlisberger, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Intended for Juju.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield.
Their own 46-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball to cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead. So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
On 2nd down now, it's Johnson. And he'll get this pretty close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 44. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. Faking the give. Now Watson. Forced out to his left. He's got Fuller. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
There's a good reception there by Will Fuller. And if you're looking for breakout players in 2020, he's a big-time candidate for it because he has a rapport with Deshaun Watson. And now with DeAndre Hopkins no longer in Houston, he could be their top receiver.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the Steelers' 16-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Watson got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown.
To Will Fuller. Touchdown.
Will Fuller. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have cut it to within a score. It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Steelers 21, Texans 14. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've seen their 21-0 advantage cut to just 7, so time to go back to work here. 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now, and timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
Good catch there by Eric Ebron, and the Steelers are hoping that they see the 2018 version of this young man. 66 catch, 750 yards, and 13 touchdowns. And that was good number 2nd in the league with the Indianapolis Colts. The Steelers like to throw to the tight end, and Ebron is the guy.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. To throw again is Roethlisberger. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster the target once again. And it's 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Big Ben with his 4th touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Check.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Switzer on the return. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
5-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Watch the twist. 41's the mic. 41's the mic. Check, 41. Hey, here I come.
Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On third down, Roethlisberger. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
First down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On first down, McFarland. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28.
The ball carrier.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Now on second and 13, Roethlisberger. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And it's third down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Roethlisberger will throw, letting one go deep for the end zone. And the throw there going to be incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they're going to measure revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
5-yard attempt.
And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that'll push the lead up to 17. And maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Texans take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Dumping it off for Johnson. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
At the 40-yard line.
Ball at the 40 here for second and 5. Operating from the gun, Watson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. T.J. Watt, the All-Pro, in there to take him down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Following the sack, it's now third and long for Watson and the Texans. From the gun, Watson. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here's Switzer. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Roethlisberger. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. They were looking for Johnson that time. And now it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. From the gun, this will be McFarland. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite an excellent display of footwork. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and the half will begin with a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. McFarland running out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On 1st and 10 is Conner. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
The tackle made just.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. On the give, this is McFarland. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
To Anthony McFarland.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Roethlisberger here finding Johnson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Third and 2. Now Roethlisberger. Ebron's got it. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Eric Ebron with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start with a handoff to Johnson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
54 mark, 54 mark. Check, check, watch 54, watch 54.
Out of the gun, Watson, flush to his right. Complete, it's Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and they're going to have a third down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Down, Houston.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Watson. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Texans get a bit closer. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Ka'imi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
On third down, here's McFarland. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was.
And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. The result there is the offense is going to come back on the field. A first down as they get 12 on the fake punt. On first down, Connor, and he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On the handoff, it's McFarland. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. McFarland once more. And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the first down. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Check 41. You ain't going nowhere. He's coming.
They'll run on first down. McFarland. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line.
He's brought down.
Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle.
It's a pickup of 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Incomplete. Johnson the intended target, but now it's 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away, but the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And that will be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. You're down on the scoreboard, and this is not what you want to see. 99 yards of field in front of you.
Yeah, and it just shows how important a good punter can be and how that person can really help out a team. Guarantee you his agent can be taking that video clip in on the next contract negotiation, don't you think?
The 6-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Four receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. Watson now to throw. Screen play, Johnson. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 12 yards there and a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
On first down, it's Johnson. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson, flushed out right. And incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Texans on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Watson. It's complete to Fuller. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They run. It's Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a first down and more. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. That's sort of a prime example, is it not, of selling out defensively on 4th and short?
It certainly is, because what you're doing defensively is saying you're going to stop them right there at the line of scrimmage or make a play on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Instead, they get just enough of a hole chopped, and you're thin on the 2nd and 3rd levels. Then you become a chaser instead of a tackler.
Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop.
1 yard.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 2nd and 9, Watson looking long for Thomas. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Bud Dupree able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And this is incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop.
It's a turnover on down.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. An opportunity for them to salt this game away after that 4th down stop we just witnessed as they hold a commanding 3-score lead in the 4th quarter. Well, they're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Roethlisberger will hand to Connor, and a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Guess who? J.J. Watt, as he so often does, getting in there to wreak havoc. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And his throw here's incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. And now it's 3rd down. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Connor, he's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Down at the 20-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them.
That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point now by Boswell. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Steelers 45, Texans 20. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. We were down there. That message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the gun, Watson. He gets this one to Johnson. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Johnson.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. This is caught. It's Cooks. And out across midfield down to the 45. He got 29 yards that time.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
On the keeper. Cameron Hayward on a gain of 4. It's now 2nd.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. On 2nd down, Johnson. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On 1st and 10, Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his 2nd there. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise. We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it, having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Now Watson, he's going to lead the Texans up to go for 2. Watson looks to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get in. And they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer.
52. Texans 28. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
And they take a knee. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
At the 24-yard line.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Check 16.
From the shotgun, it's here to Claypool. And he'll be 30-yard line. The completion good for only.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on third down, and he was that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a first down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. And this one will not be returnable. At
their own 26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A big pickup of 38. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. And he just clocked it. But the clock wasn't even moving. Well, that's one you don't see very often. A wasted down. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Watson, he fakes to Johnson and now looks to throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. T.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. They were